You want to know something crazy? I make my own lip gloss, but I packed up all my stuff so fast. I packed up all the lip gloss. WTF.
It never happened if the dick wasn't snapping. I'm a hot girl, I do hot shit. Finish income on my outfit. I don't text quick, cause I ain't thirsty. These bitches mad, they wanna hurt me. I'm a hot girl, I do hot shit. Finish income on my outfit. I don't text quick, cause I ain't thirsty. These bitches mad, they wanna hurt me. Any room about me, let me get it. I'm an open book, and your man probably read it. Look at my AP, and these hoes still pathetic. Real bitches back when I check my.
Hey y'all, welcome back to Moving Around Dallas with your girl, Be the Unicorn. We legitly have 10 days left. Like 10 whole days. We only have 10 days left here. That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. It came really, really, really fast. So he's packed up. Me, I'm like 85% packed up because one, I own my own business. Well, my cousins and I, our we own a business called Beauté Sauvage. That is the channel that you are on. Hey girls. So I have a bunch of lip gloss to pack up. I have a bunch of lashes to pack up. I got a bunch of hair oils to pack up. So I packed up the business before I packed up me, but I still don't have that much because we just moved here. So it's a little bit, it's a lot. Like, you know how you're like, oh, it's not that much, I can do it really quick. I at least, every time I come home from work, I at least try to pack up like 2 or 3 boxes. And then when I'm off work, because I'm off work for 3 days, that's all I do. I wash clothes and I pack. What was that? Anyways, so after washing clothes and packing, I decided to make this video. So today we are going to talk about how I found our apartment. If you watched my first video, you know that I was on Indeed heavy, like heavy, okay? Scrolling, applying for jobs, scrolling, applying for jobs. Every day, every hour, didn't matter. I was doing that. When you put in Dallas, Texas on apartments.com, that's exactly what you got to do. Without the applying, because you can't apply for an apartment on apartments.com, but you can find apartments on apartments.com. So Dallas is so big that there's a never ending list of apartments on apartments.com. Like, never ending. It doesn't end. You put in your price range, you put in how many bedrooms you want, and they just gonna go. I'm gonna give you a video right here just so you can see how many apartments are on here. And it doesn't matter if you starting in like the $1,000 lane, or even if you balling and you starting at the 2,000, honey, you gonna find you something. So, after having just an overwhelming amount of apartments, and like, you write them down, you save the address, you try to go see them. It got to be a lot for me, like a lot. Like, I was at work, and when I didn't have anything to do, I'd be on apartments.com. But seeing a picture and seeing it in person is two different things. And then I would always ask my coworkers at work that, have lived here in Dallas for a while, like, what do you think about this? Do you know this area? And somehow I just kept getting the area that we are no longer accustomed to. Don't get me wrong. Your girl has stayed in the hood. I come from South Central LA, Manchester to be exact, right up the street from Louisiana Chicken, if you know what I'm talking about. Say hey, girl. Okay? So I have no problems. I went to Dorsey High School, DDP for life, honey. Like, but after moving out of all that, why would you want to go back to that? It wasn't. Now that would probably would have been okay for Shuggies, but not for B. Not me. No ma'am, no ham, no turkey. Okay, so I was talking to my girl Thelma. Hey Thelma, this is your shout out, girl. I was talking to my girl Thelma, and she told me about apartment locators. And I have heard a lot about apartment locators, and you always see them pop up in ads after you've been on apartments.com for 6,000 hours. But a lot of people say that the apartment locators are just there for the money, they're not there for your benefit. You know, they don't make money off of you. You don't pay the apartment locators. The way it works is they give you a list of apartments. You go to those apartments, and every apartment has a like a fill out sheet so they can get your information and everything. And you write down how you found the place, and in that area you would write down your locator, the business or the person, whatever it may be. So they really didn't really care about you. They cared about getting the bag. Now that's okay for you, but I'm going to be living at this place. I want to live here for a very long time. I want to feel safe because I'm gonna kind of be alone because I work in the day. Shuggy works at night. There are like 12 hours in between where I have to be by myself. So I want to be safe. Very, very, very safe. So I digress. Thelma told me about her locator. Her name is Annette Carter. Hey, Annette. And when I tell you sis was on it, she was like, well, let me get a few questions from you. So she asked me about my lifestyle. Now I had to think about it because it's not only me anymore, it's me and Shucks. So I'm like, this is where I'm at with it, and this is where he is. So I am very much Sex in the City, big lights, all these floor to ceiling window. That's me. Now my boyfriend, on the other hand, is how do I say? I'm gonna call him a country boy. He likes outside, you know, he likes to go fishing and, you know, being outdoors. He asked me to go camping. I told him I'll go glamping, like get me an RV or a cabin. Oh my God, that'd be sexy. But I'm not, I don't like bugs. I really don't like to be outside that long. I'll go to the pool or I'll go to the lake. I like the lake, but I'm not going to be outside all day. No, ma'am. I'm an intro extroverted person. Why would I need to be outside? So she got all my information. She was asking me how many bedrooms I wanted. She was asking me, like, what are things that I cannot live without? So just to give you a rundown, I need views. This is my list. I need views. I need to feel extremely safe. I need a washer and dryer. I told her I wanted 2 bedrooms, but I would be okay with 1 bedroom because it's just me and Shugs. But I wanted 2 bedrooms for when our families came to visit. And then I gave her a price range. I gave her $1,200 price range. But you always have to think about it. When a place says $1,200, you're really going to be paying $1,300 because of the fees and everything. So I was like, I don't want to go over $1,300. She was like, okay. So within the next 24 hours, she was like, go check your email. There is a list of apartments. I want you to go, go in it and find the ones that you like and then go to those. So I'm thinking, okay, it's about like 10 or 20 different apartments, 10 or 20 pages, 10 or 20 pages or something like that. Girl, that list was 156 pages long. 150. I was like, I know she don't want me to read all this. Like she want me to read like all you yeah all of this. Now I'm like, okay, so I can go through it. He can go through it. He don't want to do all that. He'll find the one you like. That's the one we'll pick and be done with it. I'm like, are you serious? Like you want me to do this by myself, sir? You want me to do this by my? So what I did was I printed the list out because there's one you could look at it on a screen and be like, okay, cool. But when you look at it on paper, it's different. So I printed out the 156 pages of apartments that she sent me, and I went through it. So the first thing I did was I went through it and seen the ones that she put from my budget to just a smidget more, not too much more, just a smidget more because of what I wanted in the household. So she did that. So I took out the ones that were too much for him and I together. So I took out the ones that I felt were too much. Then I took the other ones and I went in and I took the address, went on apartments.com. I have a thing about white appliances. If you have white appliances, I will not live there. I'm sorry. Maybe that makes me bougie, but I'm okay with that. So every place that had white appliances, gone. So that's, I'm narrowing down the list. And then I went to apartments.com and I saw like the surrounding areas of the place. Now I need to be next door to fine dining. When I mean fine dining, I mean like Chick-fil-A. Something, I need to be next to a grocery store, Walmart, or Costco to be exact. And I need just to be close to a mall. So that narrowed it down to about 5 or 6. So me and my friend, whom I'm staying with, we went on an excursion. So the first place we went to, it was nice. It was really nice. It had like a home feel. It was a 1 bedroom. It had a garage and crown molding. It was really nice. Then we got the price and everything. Saw when the apartment would be available, and we moved on to the next one because you don't just go to the first one and be like, oh my god, I love it, and then just keep no, you gotta keep looking. So we went to the second one. We didn't even make it into the second one. We walked in there and it said they were closed, but you were still able to see like the amenities. Honey, the amenities will get me any day. With a sexy pool, nice little gym, nice little clubhouse. Oh, let me get your information so I could come back. So that was the second one. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I don't know. The first one kind of knocked by. We go on with the second one. The second one turned into number 1. So we call for the next one, and we're like, at least let's see if it's open, because it's Corona and people aren't doing like actual tours. So we called, and the man who helped us, his name was Michael. And Michael's like, yeah, how long it's gonna take you to get there? And I put in GPS. I'm like, I'm 8 minutes away. I was like, oh, okay. 8 minutes. 8 minutes. So got there. Now, didn't know the neighborhood to save my life. This was all Annette. And we pull up. The first thing that you see. The first thing you see is the lake. Oh my God. Y'all already know from the first video, I absolutely love water, like absolutely love water. I won't get in it because somebody lives in it, but I'll look at it for days. So we go into the apartment complex, and I'm like, hi, my name's Leisha. Do you have any, like, she showed me that they had one bedrooms available. So can we see it? So they're like, yeah, this is the one bedroom, blase, blase, blase. And here you go. This is how much it is on budget. This is when it's available. Within 3 weeks. Apply. I called Annette like the next day, like, girl, that list, but we found what we wanted, we found what we needed, and I'm applying now. So she was like, let me know who you worked with. Let them know that, you found them through me, and this is how you get your credit. Honey, when I tell you, when you're looking for an apartment, call Annette. If you are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, call Annette. I'm going to leave her name, her number, her email, all down here. Call her because she is going to find you something that fits you and your lifestyle. She's not just going to just beat around the bush, and she's not just about the money. And when I tell you, you are going to gag when you see the... She didn't send me nowhere with ugly appliances. They all had washer dryer hookups. They had wood flooring. My apartment is a 2-bedroom, but it's considered a 1-bedroom with a den, but it's massive. It's 1,048 square. When I tell you, Annette, girl, you did your thing. Yes. So this is what I wanted to tell you today. I am going to be doing a 10-day countdown starting from today until the day we move. I'm hoping that today I'll be able to do my empty apartment tour. So we move on the 18th, but today is the 6th, and the apartment's supposed to be ready for me to view. So I need to walk the apartment to make sure that nothing is broken, nothing is dented, there's no scrapes, scratches, or anything else on the walls, and I'm going to bring you with me. I am going to bring you with me through this whole process. I just wanted to let you know that Annette Carter, call her immediately. Let her know let her know when you want to move. She's gonna let you know what's gonna be available now and what's available then. And she's gonna do all the heavy lifting so it can make your life a lot easier. So thank you for staying. Don't forget your girl. Be the unicorn, and make sure you call Annette Carter, girl. As always, love you.